There's nothing gentle about coming home. For the hopeless romantics who crave small-town love, for the ones who've ever gone home only to discover themselves again, and for the readers who never skip the spicy pages, you're the reason this story exists. Back in Lawson County, a small-town second-chance romance, a book by Bambi M. Knox. Chapter 1. There's nothing more humiliating than going home again after being so determined to leave, and to add to it, having your 4-year-old in tow. The roads feel foreign now, even though I could have driven them blindfolded once upon a time. These back roads of my childhood used to feel endless, wide-open prairie fields stretching farther than my little world could imagine. But for every good memory, there's one that cuts. The same fields that smelled like sweet grass in summer also held bonfires I was never invited to. Laughter spilling into the dark from jock jerks who made sure I knew my place. I can still hear them chanting nicknames that weren't meant to stick but burrowed deep enough to scar. Now, everything looks drained of color. Houses lean heavier on their foundations, white paint weathered down to splintered gray. Porches sag like they've been holding their breath too long. Even the prairie grass looks muted, as if someone took the soul of this place and wrung it dry. Mom and Dad live on the far side of town, so I'm praying I don't run into overly curious faces who'd love nothing more than to catch me on the side of the road with boxes strapped to my back seat. The kind of folks who'd ask all the wrong questions in that fake syrup voice. It was hard enough watching the paved city roads turn to shaky gravel, but that's Honey Ridge for you. Ol' sweet home.
Are we almost there, Mama?
Lori pipes up from her booster seat.
Yes, sweetheart, just a little while longer.
But why couldn't Dada come?
Her voice dips, and the sadness in it stings more than I want to admit. I grip the steering wheel. I know she misses her dad. I do too. But it wasn't me who cheated. I wasn't the one who decided our family wasn't worth the work.
He's busy with work.
I say gently.
You'll see him soon, sweet girl. And besides, you'll be so busy playing with Grandpop and Grandma and Biscuit.
Biscuit.
She squeals, kicking her little legs. That makes me laugh. My little Lori. She's one of the best things I've ever done. Running away from this sad old town with Wes used to feel like the smartest thing in the world. I found my passion in the city. I had Lori. And then my world cracked clean down the middle. Now I have to watch Lori live in a broken home. And worse, I have to face my parents. We pass by the old grocery mart and then the construction office that used to be my hideout. It looks remodeled now, shiny windows, new siding, but the name is the same, Whitmore Acres. Funny how the name outlives the place. This town is full of landmarks that drag memories out of me, some good, some bad, some hell. The houses hit me hardest. Paint peeling, shutters clinging for dear life, porches sagging like tired lungs. I know everything changes, but I didn't expect it to all look this forgotten. Then again, maybe I didn't expect to feel so different myself. As we drive farther, the ghosts of my past keep waving. Honey Ridge High, the home of my torment. A coffee shop that can't even bother with a real name, the coffee shop. Faces I prayed I'd never see again. Mrs. Hanson, still running her floral shop. I can't see her without thinking about the prom flowers I had thrown in my face, and Mr. Fredrickson, the football coach. Last I heard, he'd retired and run off with a 23-year-old. Yep, Honey Ridge, where every scandal becomes a bedtime story. By the time we're near the edge of town, I'm half numb from recognition. The diner with its chipped sign, the faded gas station, the trailer park out by the broken pavement, where the streetlights get fewer and fewer until it's just darkness and stars. Then the land opens up. The Lawson Ranch. My family's pride, the whole town's pantry. Our milk in the coffee shop, our eggs in the bakery, our produce stacked in every Honey Ridge fridge. Sometimes, even in Nashville grocery aisles, I'd see Lawson Ranch milk smiling back at me. Couldn't escape this place if I tried. Cornfields roll out on both sides, then the horse, cow, and goat pastures. And there, at the gate, Biscuit, my childhood golden retriever, lumbering toward us, barking and wagging like no time had passed. Only she looks older, slower, her muzzle frosted white. It aches to see her still working when she should be napping in the sun. We pull in, and Biscuit howls and circles us, tail whipping like a flag. Mom and Dad step onto the porch just as Lori bolts out of the car.
My, oh my. Is that our little Lorleen? So big and tall now. How old are you, 12?
Dad calls out, arms open wide.
I'm 4, Grandbob.
She shouts, barreling into him.
4. Well, I believe you were closer to an adult.
Dad says, sweeping her up onto his shoulders.
Please be careful, Dad.
I mutter, already picturing a tumble.
Oh, hush now, Anne. Lorleen ain't the first little one your daddy's raised. You and Hunter turned out just fine.
Mom cuts in, her tone sharp as ever.
It's Tony now, Mom.
Oh, sorry, Tony.
She says, dragging it out like a curse.
I forgot you're so big and grown up, you can't go by the name I gave you. It was your grandma's name, Antoinette, meant to be special, meant to carry something. But I guess that doesn't matter anymore.
And there she goes, hooping and hollering about my name again. I bite my tongue because nothing is ever good enough for her anyway. Hunter stayed, married a nice girl, raised twin boys. I ran off with a city boy I barely knew, and here I am, back with my 4-year-old, freshly divorced. I can practically see the "I told you so" in her eyes. Dad clears his throat.
So, Tony, you know where your old room is? We turned Hunter's into a guest room. You can set up Lorleen in there, so she's got her own space.
Thanks, Dad.
I lug the first suitcase upstairs. Dad tells me Ben, the ranch hand, will bring up the rest since Hunter's still out in the cornfields. My room hasn't changed. Pale yellow walls, sad twin bed with farm animals lined up like little soldiers, the old desk in the corner, my doodles half painted over but still showing through, bookshelves packed with the same titles I used to dream my life away with.
We didn't touch it.
Dad says softly from the doorway.
You thought you'd never come back, but we didn't want to change it in case you did.
Don't plan on staying long.
I snap.
Just until I get a job in another city. Then I'll be gone again.
Don't hurry off too soon. Your mama missed you a lot.
That's what makes me lose it.
You mean she missed me when I was 22 and told her I was getting married, and she said I was making a mistake? You mean she missed me so much she refused to come to the wedding? You had to drag her there? Did she miss me when I told her I was pregnant, and she called me unfit too young? Or maybe when I was giving birth and she wouldn't show up, and you didn't meet Lori until she was 2? That's her missing me? No, Dad. She doesn't miss me. She wants me gone. And when I find that new job, I'll make sure it's in a city far, far away.
My voice shakes, but I don't stop. I can't. Dad just stands there, hands shoved in his pockets, eyes tight like he's swallowing something down. Then he leaves without another word, and I hate that it makes me feel guilty. Later, Lori's room looks like a toy store exploded. She insisted on bringing everything, every stuffed animal, every shirt. I'm halfway through unpacking when Mom calls us down for dinner. It's late August, air cool enough to bite but sweet with barbecue smoke. Dad's on ribs. Biscuit patrols the yard, begging. Horses cluster at the fence like they're waiting for a plate. Ben looks half dead from field work. Hunter's got dirt smeared across his face, and Delilah, perfect Delilah, tries wiping it off with a handkerchief. Their twins are chasing a chicken across the yard like it owes them money. We all sit. Mom leads grace. And then, silence. That kind of silence where everyone's chewing but nobody wants to poke the bear.
How do I eat this, Mama?
Lori asks, pointing at her rib.
You mean to tell me, Anne, you didn't teach your daughter how to eat ribs?
Hunter laughs, already licking sauce off his fingers.
You pick it up with your hands.
Dad says, demonstrating with exaggerated chomps.
You eat around the bone, darling, like this.
Lori giggles and copies him.
And Hunter, it's Tony now. Be polite.
Dad adds, cutting him a look. Hunter shrugs.
Still and to me.
The conversation limps along. Mom and Delilah compare house chores. Dad and Hunter mumble about crops. The twins argue over who gets to hold the chicken. Ben eats like he hasn't seen food in a week. Lori drips sauce down her chin and doesn't notice. This is the life I left. Predictable, small, tied down. I didn't want to be a farm wife with dirt on my boots and casseroles in the freezer. I wanted noise and art and nights that didn't end. Wes gave me that. Or at least he pretended to. There was a time when I was Antoinette K. Lawson and nothing else. A sweet little southern girl with bows in her hair who said, "Yes, ma'am," dreamed of babies on her hip and biscuits in the oven. Supposed to grow up into a mirror of my mother. Or like Delilah, boots muddy, smile shiny, baby on each hip, casserole cooling on the counter. But I met Wes, and suddenly all that honey sweet felt like a costume. Suddenly I wanted more, and I became Tony. Now I'm back here, feeling like an outsider under the heavy looks of we were right all along. I can't stand it anymore. I excuse myself and head upstairs to finish unpacking Lori's things. I'm folding socks when I hear a knock at the doorframe. Mom.
Are you almost done up here? Lorleen is awfully tired and should probably head to bed soon.
I glance out the window at Lori tearing around the yard with her cousins. No trace of tired on her face.
She's fine, Mom. I'll be finished soon.
Mom comes in anyway, folding shirts and putting them in drawers I didn't want them in. I let her. We finish up quietly, and as she leaves, she pauses.
You know, you should get in touch with Micah. He's still in town.
And then she's gone.
Of course he is.
I mutter, flopping onto the bed.